Mark Anthony here for Sigma TV. I'm sitting right next to Pini Yakuel, CEO of Optimove. Pini, how are you doing today?
Doing great, Mark. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. How are you finding the expo so far?
I love it. I feel like it reminds me of ICE back in 2013, 2014. It feels like a crazy gold rush here. So it's amazing that Brazil is opening up, and I also love Brazil in person. So everything fits and works together.
Well, how do you feel about your speech tomorrow at the conference?
Yeah, super excited about it. I'm going to cover kind of like my journey as an entrepreneur and the journey of Optimove and essentially the love affair between gaming and CRM marketing. I feel like it's the best industry to leverage CRM marketing technology, so I'm going to talk about all of that.
Pini, I made some research on Optimove, and I have two questions for you, which might give a bit more insight to what you guys are doing. How does Optimove leverage data analysis and machine learning to provide personalized customer experience and targeted marketing campaigns?
First of all, I love that question because essentially it says what we do in a nutshell. So it's kind of like you defined Optimove for the audience. But essentially what we do is we've built a platform over many years, right? I started a company out of academia with a lot of machine learning and stochastic modeling background. And the idea was that the beginning was it's all about kind of like creating that single customer view, that golden record, and we needed to do that just to make predictions in machine learning. So that was how we started. That was the beginning. We started with the data foundation. Later what happened is we said, okay, we want to action that data in a form of personalized campaigns. So we added this campaign management or kind of like orchestration layer on top of the data layer. And in recent years, we've started to kind of like what we call add muscle to the brain, which is add all the channels, add the native channels. So have our own email, our own push, our own in-app, so mobile, SMS, recommendations, all of that in one platform. So marketers can unlock greater efficiency and still enjoy the smartest brain in the industry together with the muscle.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, Pini. I have one last question for you, if that's okay. What types of industries or businesses can benefit the most from using Optimove? Are there any specific use cases that the platform is particularly well suited for?
Yeah, 100%. So I think obviously all the industries that are customer-centric, so where the customer is probably the most, I think you can say that probably for every industry, the customer is the most important asset, but industries that have a closer relationship with the customer, whether it's because of the frequency of interaction between the customer and the brand, which obviously gaming fits very, very well, the actual value of the customer, industries with customers that have high lifetime value are very well suited for us, but we work with retail, with financial services, with casual games, and with many more industries like that. What I would say, the one use case, or I actually want to say, I don't like the notion of one use cases because I think that's not the way you unlock growth. The way you unlock growth is that you allow the marketing team to become bigger than people usually let them be. Meaning, our job is, I think, to unlock their ability to be creative. So today they can do one use case that they just thought about in the shower, and they go in, and time from ideation to execution, the time to actually implement that use case is really fast. Marketing can also test and see the results and the analysis themselves inside Optimove, so decide whether this was good or not. So if it's good, double down, do more of it. If it's not, kill it. And have this mentality of test and learn enabled. And once that happens, I'm blown away by the level of creativity that we see our users, what they do with the system is things that like I could never think about. So I think like our best users know Optimove better than me, and that's what gives me the best kick.
Pini, thank you very much. That was really insightful. Thank you very much for bringing us closer to what Optimove is doing. You seem to be having a terrific time. I think it's fair to say that we'll be sitting down over here this time next year. Is that right, Pini?
If my wife agrees, that would happen.
You should bring her with you.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Thank you very much, Pete. It's been a pleasure having you here. Thanks for making time for me.
Thanks, Mark. Cheers.
My pleasure. Bye.